Welcome back to Something for That Ass podcast.
I'm Brooklyn.
And I'm Lena Love, and we are your hosts.
The hostess with the mostest.
The hostess with the mostest.
With the mostest.
With the mostest.
Today we are going to give you guys, emphasis on the guys, the actual guys, the one with the peen in between their legs.
Oh my gosh, something we never talk about.
We're going to give you guys your flowers today, and we're going to talk about green flags in men. So yeah, we switch it up. We are versatile. We have nice things to say about men.
Sometimes.
But I'm also going to throw in a couple of things.
Do you want to start off?
With my green flags?
What's your first green flag?
So, my first green flag, I think it's a green flag when a man doesn't post himself too much on social media. Like, you could post, right? But just don't do too fucking much.
Right.
I shouldn't get to your page and you have
just as many selfies.
Just as many or more selfies than me, right?
Right.
I need you to be attractive and not let the world know every other day that you are very attractive. That's what I need to consider you a green flag.
I recently was about to follow this guy back, and then I kept scrolling, and every single picture started with a cover photo of himself standing or sitting. So he had that many selfies, and it wasn't even like it was like take my picture. Multiple times and multiple dumps. I'm like, okay, your aesthetics are eating harder than mine, and I don't want to feel like I'm in competition with my man.
Yeah.
So I didn't hit the follow back, but you did really good on your pics. So yeah, I will give you your flowers, but from a lover standpoint, not my get down.
Yeah, because there's definitely levels to a man posting himself online. You know, you have the mirror pics, and then you have the selfies, but then you have an aesthetically pleasing background that matches your outfit, that you ask somebody to take your photo, right? And I just don't know if I can handle that level of bad bitch. So when a man just has a simplistic type of Instagram, you know what he looks like. It's not a question. It's not a guessing game if this man is real or if he's attractive. Like, but he has other type of posts, right? And they're just not all him. That's what I would consider a green flag for a man's Instagram.
Okay, and let's say, how many posts would you be okay with him having?
Like, how many selfies?
Just posts, period.
I don't care how many posts is, because there's some people that use Instagram like so freely and don't care, where they're just like, I'm just gonna post multiple things. Like, I'm gonna post my car. But also, it's
if they have, I was going to say 20, but let's say they have, 20. If they have 20 pictures, period, how many of those would you be okay with being selfies?
Maybe like 4, you know?
That's reasonable.
Or I don't know. I mean, it just depends on how, because there's some guys, it just depends on what level you gave a fuck. Because when you get to my Instagram, you can tell I give a fuck. I care about the background. I care about the small details, right? There's like, you could tell I put effort into my post. If a man makes effortless posts, okay, I'm more forgiving. If a man makes posts that you could tell are very, it just spent a lot of time.
He's posing across the dinner table like this.
I've never seen that, but yeah.
I've seen a man have multiple pictures, and I'm like, the woman is...
Of that pose?
They're doing a sultry look across the table, like, and I'm just looking, and I don't see any woman.
Oh my god!
And woman anywhere, and it's like, obviously you're on a date with a woman.
No,
or maybe it is you are on a date with a man.
That's the thing. When a man's Instagram is really, really good, or it's really aesthetically pleasing, you know a woman is here and near. Because who took that photo? Your homeboy? No, especially vacation. If a man's on vacation posting really good pictures, really aesthetically pleasing photos, he's on vacation with a woman. So why are you in my DMs? What?
Right, on vacation.
You're not on vacation with your homeboy and he's taking your photos. And if he is, that's questionable within itself. Either way it goes, get the fuck out of my DMs.
Like, you
right?
got the lover suite, didn't you? With the little slidey door to the romance pool. You're like, put in my lotion, puppy.
Literally. Okay, so what's your first green flag?
My first green flag is I love to see a man showing public displays of affection as well as submission. He is in his masculine enough where he can take orders from a woman and he doesn't take it as such. He sees it as making her happy. Oh, babe, do this for me. He's on it. He's on it. He already probably did it because he's 2 steps ahead. And I love when he publicly shows affection because he's like, yeah, that's my woman. I'm going to hold her hand. I'm going to openly compliment her. I'm going to, sweep her off her feet, pick her up, twirl her around. I don't care who's watching. That's my baby. And I just absolutely love seeing that because it's like, oh, okay. Like, people really do be in love sometimes. Mm-hmm. Even if you're pretending, you're doing a really good job. I recently saw a clip of this man. He was in trouble, so I don't want it to be like that. But this man was on his knees apologizing, and then he was about to get up, and the girl was like, oh, you sent it to me. And then I also saw it again on my feed because I liked it when she sent it to me. She was like, no, stay. And then he dropped back to his knees. And he's super tall and she's small. And that doesn't really matter, but it's just funny because obviously he could overpower her and not listen to her. But she's like, no, you listen to me.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yes, mademoiselle. And I feel that is so attractive.
Yeah.
I love when a man submits and he's a good boy and he does it publicly because he's comfortable in his masculinity and he's comfortable in his own skin, so he doesn't care who's watching. In fact, he said, grab a seat and watch what I got because I love it here.
I do love that video. He was in trouble, though. They were on Jerry Springer. So.
Yeah, you already know. You already know. I was like in the comments trying to find out what he did wrong. There was rumor that he fucked the best friend, so that's really bad.
Yeah, that's bad. I didn't even read the comments.
You won't be just sitting.
Yeah, sit your ass down. Oh, yeah, you better sit your ass down if you out here fucking on my best friend.
Yeah,
but yeah, yes, I do like when men show, like, I mean, like the twirling, the picking up, all that stuff. I don't like public display of affection, like when people are making out in public. It makes me really uncomfortable. I'm like, what the fuck? You should get arrested for that. Like, why are you just hardcore making out, like doing too much? There's a fine line, and you should, as an adult, know where that line is and not cross it. But I do think showing your woman, that you are here to just like, there's nobody else in the room when she's in the room type of situation. I think that's sweet.
Like ASAP and Rihanna, I don't know their relationship and you shouldn't idolize a celebrity, but I love seeing the language of his eyes whenever she's around. He's just so
in tune with her.
In tune, taken away by her beauty, even though they spent a lot of time together. They already had a bunch of kids now. He's still looking at her like it's the first time he's ever seen her. He looks at her like she's the only girl in the world. Okay, she manifested that.
Can I share? I don't think I've shared this story. Did I? The Toot and Boot It story? I'm the only girl.
No, you should.
You just reminded me of something. This is a little side note. When I lost my virginity, mind you, it lasted like literally when I lost my virginity, it lasted probably less than like 20 seconds. But so I'll give a demonstration. So the man is like this. Okay. And then this is me. Okay. So we're about to do it, right? And there's a radio right here. And Only Girl in the World is playing by Rihanna. And I don't know why I just didn't want to hear that song to lose my virginity to. So I reach over him, change the song. The next song is Toot It and Boot It. So I had two options. Do I want to lose my virginity to Only Girl in the World by Rihanna, or do I want to listen to Toot It and Boot It by YG? I chose Toot It and Boot It, and then I sat on it, and it lasted 20 seconds, and I got jizz on my eyelid. It's like that would only happen to me because obviously, I mean, this is like very explicit, but I don't know if I should even say this, but like literally it was like, oh, like I'm not trying to get pregnant, So So it's like we're doing the full out method. Obviously, the method wasn't really there yet because this is like both of our first times. I lost my virginity to a virgin. But when it came out, like a lot came out and it literally got on. I literally had jizz eyeshadow on.
So you sat on it and you're like, oh shit, get off.
He didn't say, oh shit. He just like, he's like, and then threw me off. And then I was sitting there and then it was like jizz on my eyelid.
Wow.
Tattooed it and booted it.
Shout out to YG.
Yeah. So, did you guys need to know that piece of information? No, you didn't.
I think they did.
You didn't need to know.
I think they did.
But that you sparked a memory. And honestly, I didn't get the boot because I was around for like another 4 years after that. That was my boyfriend. I wasn't just.
I'm glad I lost my virginity to my boyfriend too.
Same.
Instead of just like someone.
Yeah, I hope all girls.
But he was not a virgin. He was a whore.
Yeah, but I do hope for like all the young girls that are planning to, you know, have sexual relations with a man. I hope that man ends up being their boyfriend at the very least, because I think that's the most special way to lose it is with your boyfriend.
Yes,
and
it is.
I mean, I hope they just choose not to engage too soon, but I hope at least it could be their boyfriend.
Yes, amen.
You know,
amen.
Not just a fucking random.
Because
don't just lose it to lose. A lot of girls want to lose their virginities just to lose their virginities.
No.
The thing is about when you're a virgin is you could be a non-virgin at any time. A non-virgin can never be a virgin again. Like,
right.
You know.
And
so
who you lose it to really does matter. So should be your boyfriend, not some random ass guy, because you're like, it's taking too long, or I'm impatient, or I feel like everyone's losing it around me, so I need to catch up. Don't be like the rest. You're obviously unique for a reason. Mm-hmm. You're don't need to fit in with the crowd. You're not a sheep. You're a lone wolf. Get used to it. And it'll happen in divine time.
Yes, don't rush it. Please. I literally also made a post on my TikTok like saying like, oh, I've been abstaining, and there's the amount of women that have commented on that saying like, a lot of people are saying, oh, I've never been with anyone. I'm 23, I'm 24, I'm 25. So I'm like,
never.
Like, I'm not.
There's more than one person.
There's a lot. I've seen at least like 30 comments of girls saying like, I've never been with anyone. That's why I think a lot of men get upset when I preach about abstaining from sex, is because they are they're involuntarily celibate and they can't be with anyone. So seeing someone speak on like, oh, I have all these options and I'm just like not gonna entertain any of them, that really upsets a horny, freaked out man that wish he could get freaky with someone. You know, me personally, I'm like, ooh, like,
yeah, he's like, she's gonna make it even harder.
Yeah,
she's influencing thousands of girls that I'm already getting rejected by.
Yeah,
but it's like the seeds already been planted.
Sorry about it. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. What if I do a green flag? Or you just what?
We both did one, right?
Okay.
No, you're
another green flag I had. Oh, I think it's a green flag when a man is early to a date, gets to the location before you get there, because I think a man should lead. So with that being said, I think a man should get to the restaurant before you and get everything sorted out and be there before you get there. And if a man isn't going to be on time for a first date, or if he's late, if a man chooses to be late on your first date, you should never go on another date with him. Because if a man can't get in the shower 15, 20 minutes earlier to wash his ass a little bit earlier than what he usually would to avoid traffic and to grab flowers on the way, he's just not thinking long-term with you. And if you're dating to marry, then that wouldn't be the man to be with. You know, that wouldn't be the man. That wouldn't be a wise choice for you, right? If a man is late on your first date, or honestly any of the beginning dates, once you guys have a little bit more water under the bridge, I could see it could be a little bit more unforgiving. But first impressions are everything. So if a man is late to your first date, he has poor time management and he doesn't respect your time. And both of those should be very alarming red flags. So a man that is on time, not even just on time, early, is a green flag.
And keep in mind that time is valuable and something you don't get back. So if he is playing about your time, just know that he will be playing with you pretty soon. And also, it takes a lot less of time for a man to get ready.
Yeah.
So why are you ready first?
Yeah, exactly. And I keep yawning because I got up at 7 a.m. I know people, that's a regular life for them. Me, I don't gotta go that hard in life. I don't need to get up at 7 a.m. 9 is like more realistic. I woke up early today. But yeah, a man, it's like you have to wash your ass, wash your balls, wash your face, wash the hair you have. Maybe you have some, maybe you don't. I don't know. It should just take way less time to get ready.
Right.
Why are you late? Why are you late? And honestly, I feel like if a man is really late to a date, I think a man should have a 10-minute grace period. After 10 minutes, you're fucking playing. Unless he has really amazing communication as to why he is running late, keeping you updated. Hey, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. But if a man just has you waiting over 10, 15, 20 minutes, babe, let's just reschedule another time and then never actually reschedule with him. You know?
Right.
Because now...
At what point would you recommend the ladies to leave?
I think beyond 30 minutes is disrespectful. I'm saying without proper communication. If there's an actual significant reason, but I think even you're going to be 10
minutes without communication
is really tacky. It's really tacky.
Okay, I think 30 minutes is like, okay, you pushed. I'll never hearing from me again.
And imagine a man showing up 30 minutes late to a date and not having flowers. And not having flowers? If a man were to show up 30 minutes late without flowers, without an offering for you, you can assume he was laid up with another woman or something really insane and ridiculous, right? Because why are you 30 minutes late and you don't have any offerings for me?
I am so terrified of men that can hang out with multiple women in one day. And when I mean hang out, I mean hook up. That is so terrifying to me because that is a frequent reality. You go from one woman to the next. You got 2 to 3 in one day and you're eating them out. You're having sex with them.
New fear unlocked. A man hanging out with another woman, eating her out, and then coming hang out with me.
No, I've been scared.
That is so actually
I didn't know that I had to fear that until not that long ago. I was like, oh, you did that? Oh, no. Fuck no. I like to kiss, especially if we hit it off. Okay. Because I've been on a couple dates and no smoochy smooch. But typically, if I'm going on a date with someone, it's because I want to kiss you. Duh. So by the end of the night, we're kissing. And then if I find out you had pussy in your mouth before kissing me, I'm going to be so pissed off. Like, at least space it out. Wash your mouth. They don't even have... All they have is audacity. All they have is the audacity and pussy breath. I am so scared for my life. And yeah, I'm so scared. No, you should be.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, that is not okay.
It's not okay, but it happens.
I don't know what to say.
Whoever is doing that, though, is obviously
going to hell.
Yeah, they're going to hell, and they're vibrating at a very low frequency. So you just have to trust your God. You just have to trust your spiritual team to protect you and help you wean out your bachelors before finding your lifelong partner.
And on top of that, just check for pussy breath.
Check for pussy breath. Newsflash, check for pussy breath.
Oh my God, you know what? That actually just sparked something.
No, I forgot about that. Oh my God.
No, I did too, just until right now. I think like hearing the repetition of like that phrase over and over again was like giving me PTSD or something.
No, because, okay, I guess I have smelt it firsthand, but like, Yeah, it happens to other girls too.
No.
Like, I guess it happened to me too. I guess it did happen to me. But...
No, that's so scary though. But no, yeah, they're for
yeah.
sure like going to hell.
Yeah, like
There's no way you're getting into the pearly gates after doing some shit like that.
no,
God's gonna be like,
you have too much of an oral fixation,
right? And like,
the parasites have taken over.
no, it's just like too. How do you have energy to like do that and then like house hop and try to?
No, yeah, I'm scared just at the fact of like
You're just not done for the day. You know what I mean?
you're
Like,
not done for
you're
the
not
day.
full. You didn't eat enough, you greedy motherfucker.
No, because I would feel bad. Like I like to have one lover at a time, but let's just say, for example, I have multiple lovers, 2 to 3. I would feel guilty if I had sex with someone one night and then even had sex the next night or even the next week. I would feel bad.
Right.
I would feel bad.
Yes.
So you don't even feel bad so much so that you're doing it in the same day.
Right.
And you're probably not wearing protection. If you're dealing with more than one lover, you should off rip be wearing protection. And off rip, you should probably like close your mouth. Not put anything in it.
Right. No, because it's like, yeah.
Right. Go over it. Yeah.
because I'm not, but if I was sucking dick, I'm not going to go hang out with a man and then share a drink with him. Like,
No,
that's just
you're
so
heartless.
fucked up.
Karma is
Right.
going to fucking whoop your ass
Right.
with a spiky belt.
Like,
Oh my god.
because I always tell my homegirl, like, don't be on some, oh, I don't like to share drinks with me. But you know I haven't been sucking dick. So why are you scared to share a drink with me? You know I should be scared of just sharing a drink with you. Why are you scared of sharing a drink with me? I haven't put no penis in my mouth.
I get sad. Like some girls, I love them, but they're like, I want a drink. It doesn't happen that often. I'm like,
No,
yeah.
there's a
Can you birdie it? I'm like,
yeah.
low key, I know what you be up to, girl.
Yeah, if you're swallowing a man's penis, please don't ask for a sip of my water. Like, have some common courtesy,
You need to
common decency.
You need to do a mouth quarantine. We don't share anything for a couple months
right.
before you get situated. Make sure you good.
Do a little scrub it up, dude, for a few months.
Multiple scrubs.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's too freaky.
So Colgate,
Like,
wanna
you might
sponsor this.
You might as well have like a threesome or an orgy rather than just like bouncing house to house. But I think that's what they like. They like the thrill of it. They like the thrill of being like, ha.
They like the thrill of being a piece of shit.
I'm moving around and no one can like. Maybe they sense it, but I'm not getting caught up. It's like stealing and
They're
not getting
like-
caught. Maybe they like being sneaky more than they like fucking. They just
Like, they like
the
being a
thrill.
bad person.
They like being a really bad person.
They're like, catch me if you can. I'm the gingerbread man.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
And if they
Yeah.
get caught, they're like, "Oh, it was just the one time."
And that's
like,
what I always say when
No, it wasn't,
girls like, oh,
bitch-ass
how many
motherfucker.
times? How many times was it? It doesn't matter if a man cheats on you one time or 1,000 times, because even his one time, you know for a fact is more than one time. He didn't just sleep with that girl one time. Like, you don't need to ask stupid questions, okay? You just need to have some self-respect and get the fuck out of a man's face when he's playing in yours.
Excuse me, I was allergic to that.
Bless you.
Thank
But yeah, when a man's playing in your face, get the fuck out of his. Right. You don't need to stay in a man's face when he's clearly playing in yours.
And that is so motivating to not have a lover again, is because even if you think they're a good candidate, the audacity and the amount of men that will do anything to get the opportunity just to play in your face. Just to play in your face. They might not even want to pursue you or even actually get intimate with you, which I'm sure they do. But it's I want to be the one to play in her face.
Right.
It's an ego thing. They just want to be the one who did it. And if you let him inside the cookie jar as well, the ego is never going to get smaller. You're fucked. And so is everyone else around him. And you. Well, him.
That's
you can be saved. Him can't save.
That's why it gets frustrating doing so good, like trying to be so good, trying to be the one to have standards to stand strong, and then everyone around you is just fucking accepting foolishness. It's like, it feels, I mean, I'm going to continue doing it for my own sake, but it feels like, damn.
It's not that rewarding.
I'm doing my part and everyone's not doing their part. No wonder no one's doing better, because, you know, it seems just like, well, if you're not going to do it, somebody else will. And shit, there really is like 50 stupid bitches for every one smart woman. That sounds mean, but it is true. It is true.
And yeah, men should just do better on their own without needing so much influence, but that's just
not reality.
How things are.
What's your next green flag, since we're talking shit about men?
Okay, you're right. Okay. My next green flag about men is when a man knows how to treat animals softly and treats them right, and they love to own pets and they treat them really well in his care. Because I don't want a man that's known for throwing chihuahuas. I don't want a man that that tells me his favorite activity to do is hunt. We will never get along. I love animals, and it's something, it just opens up a soft spot in me, seeing a man interact with an animal, very gentle, very playful, very cute. And granted, a lot of men will do that to manipulate women, being like, look at me, I'm like so cute with my animal, like I know you want me. So they might be playing that game, but regardless, if you genuinely treat animals with respect and you love to have a pet or 2 or 3 and you're taking good care of them as well, that's a green flag to me, and it shows me you can have responsibilities. It shows me that you can be soft. It shows me that you can be playful. It shows me that you can think of someone other than yourself. So that's a green flag for me. Woof woof.
That's a good one. I do pay attention to that.
Yeah. Like, well, don't get mad and start throwing your chihuahua.
Who did that? Who's throwing chihuahuas? You really know someone that did that?
Yeah, I did know someone that did that.
Who?
Right.
If you mean harm towards an animal, you have psychological issues.
Yes.
You need to get checked in somewhere.
When we watched that Thriller the other night, and the boy...
Exactly. It's always
the boy had a pet rat, and he was like doing weird experiments on his bearded dragons, and then he was throwing his rat against the wall. I was like...
That's what I'm saying. Every scary movie has a scene where...
Because they can't really fight you back or say anything. They just have to take it, and that pisses me off. Like, I will love animals more than humans. Every single time. It's always been that way. So, of course I'm vegan. And they're like, oh, for how long? Forever. I'm like, why wasn't I vegan before? So,
all right.
Anyways, don't get me on that. Don't get me started. Oh, go on.
I have 2 more green flags. This is one of the 2.
Okay.
I think a green flag in a man is when he knows something is important to you and he makes it important to him to show that it's important. Like, when he makes it an important thing. So if you are a woman who cares about birthdays and Valentine's Days or Valentine's Day, and that is something that you feel is important, even if he's never celebrated Valentine's Day before, even if he's not big on birthdays, and he gets with you, you know he really fucks with you if he makes those things a big deal, because they're a big deal to you, and he's gonna make whatever is a big deal to you a big deal in the relationship with you, because he wants you to feel heard, he wants you to feel seen, he wants you to feel loved, right? When something is important to you and they make it important to them, that's how they express it without saying shit. Because men always say shit. They say whatever sounds good, right? To get what they want. Men don't play fair. They will tell you any and everything you want to hear. But what they do is what you need to pay attention to.
I feel like one of the easier ways to tell if a man actually likes you is if he's paying attention to detail. And he will be paying attention without you even saying it, what you like and what's important to you. And therefore, he will be making positive action to make you happy and surprise you and be like, look,
Mm-hmm.
you thought I didn't notice, but I did, baby. Here's da da da.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that's super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cute. It could be cute too, like, oh, they didn't used to celebrate it, now they do with you.
Right.
It's even more special and cute.
Yeah.
I mean, you could already be celebrating it. But if you brought it out of them, it's more of a soft spot.
Yeah. And it's like if I tell a man, oh, Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday, and he's like, well, every day is Valentine's Day. No.
It's not.
Every day is not Valentine's Day. February 14th is Valentine's Day. So come correct on February 14th or get cut off. Like, it's not a debate, you know?
Yeah, and stop acting like you treat every day like it's Valentine's Day. Relax.
Right. It's
You're not.
Is there roses all over the bed every day? Is there my favorite food? Like, it's just not what it is. And also, it's nice when a man just does things without having to be asked. That's what it means the most. If I have to ask you to do something, it doesn't mean as much. I mean, I still want it done regardless, but
yeah,
you know, it doesn't mean, it's not as sentimental if you didn't just do it because that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I had a man recently tell me, it was the one that I told you guys that I cut off before I was gonna go on a date with him because he's being racist. Before I knew that though, he told me, oh, you seem like the type that doesn't ask. I like that makes a man want to do things for you. And I was like, I know you felt like you gave me a compliment, but telling me I look like a woman that doesn't like to ask, you caught me in that first part where the second part didn't feel that special. You want to do things nice because of that. You should want to do nice things for me just because I'm giving you attention. And giving the impression that I don't like to ask, I mean, I don't want to have to.
Right.
So it's kind of scaring me. You're scaring me right now. It's kind of giving like you're not going to really do anything to the point where I'm going to ask. And when I do ask, you're going to get annoyed.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of read.
Yes. He definitely was giving like, oh, I will really adore you as long as you're low maintenance. You know? If you stay low maintenance, I will be around and drop off some dick. Once you start asking for too much, you're asking the wrong person.
Honey, there's a lot of men that wish they could have that situation for themselves too. Don't feel now too special now. There's a lot of men that would like that position, but sucks for all of you motherfuckers. That position is not available. It's not even available. You can't even apply, bitch.
Right.
But I guess that brings me to my next green flag. I was going to wait for it to be my last one. I have one more as well. But this is more on brand, speaking about him being racist. Very unfortunate. Get it together. Browns need to collide and hug and kiss and take over, honestly. Anyways, I find it to be a green flag when a man is open to dating outside of his race. Because I feel like a lot of men are only going to stick and date with their own race, or I've even heard men talk very ill about the same race as them. And I feel like, how am I going to word this? I feel like I'm not even wording this right. I should just say what I don't like. I do not like when men speak ill or poorly about women that share the same race as them, and they're so hyperfixated on dating a certain race. It's this or nothing. So I find it a green flag when a man is more open, and you could have a type, right? You could have a type. There's nothing wrong with having a type, but putting everyone else down in the process, that's what I have a problem with. Have your type, you know, you like what you like, but don't be comparing other women to each other, putting one down in the process. Don't be throwing shade at a complete race group just because that's not your cup of tea. And honey, if you share that same race as that person, I just find that very, very strange and weird. And honestly, I have to admit, I had to stop saying it, but I wouldn't really say it like that. But when people would ask me, what's your type? I would never say a white man. But I would date a white man. That's just not my preferred preference. Maybe if they had brown eyes, brown hair, they could be white. But I've just always been really attracted to darker features. And that could be pretty much any race, including white. But that's my preference. So when a man is like, oh, I'm Mexican, I will only date white and Mexican, black girls, or I'm black, I would never date a black girl.
Oh, that's super weird.
Just when I hear stuff like that, it's very distasteful.
It's giving you hate your mom. I can't be with a man that hates his mom. Like, if you're like feel that type of ill intent, because I don't think it's weird to have a type, because a part of me is like, now if you're like dating everyone looks exact, like, I think that's weird. But it's like, okay, you like curvy girls, you like blah blah, okay, I think that's fair, right? But if you're, I don't know, it's
hard. It's a fine line. That's why I wanted to bring it up, but it's very hard to verbalize what's on my mind, and I also don't want to say anything offensive, because
it's like, okay, it's like, where's like, sorry, what I'm trying to say is, if someone's like, I only like super petite girls, yeah, I'm gonna look at you weird, right? Right. What if you're like, oh, I like tall women, I'm thinking, oh, okay, period, but it's because I fit in that category. I'm like, period,
Yeah. But I've had a man tell me I only like white girls, and he wasn't white.
See, yeah, that's a little weird.
You can have a type.
Only,
it's the only thing. Like, I think he told me that in hopes to turn me on or something. But I was just like, because I'm like, why? Why don't you like your own race? That's just what I'm going. I'm not like, oh yeah, you only like white girls. Why is it only?
Yeah.
Because you can have a type.
Exactly.
But there's always going to be an exception. I was telling her the other day, I have a type. She knows my type, unfortunately. And I have liked people that didn't fit that type at all, because I genuinely spent time with them in school when I was young and stupid. And I was like, oh, I have a crush on them. I like their vibe. But them, appearance-wise, wouldn't be what I would go for.
Right.
But because we spent time together and I liked who they were,
they grew on.
I developed a crush on them.
Yeah.
And that's why I can't say, oh, I would never date a white guy, because there are some really attractive white guys, but I would prefer not to date anyone with colored eyes, for real. But people with brown eyes come in so many different races.
That's what I'm saying,
including my own.
It could be like, because like, it's like, oh, if you ask my type, I'd be like, oh, I like brown eyes, I like beards. That could be on anybody. Like, that could be on any type of man.
Anyone.
Right? So it's like, that's where I'm like, okay, I don't think a type is weird like that. Because when some people are like, oh, I have a type, it's like, oh, are you just doing like any and everything? I don't know. It could be
It's when they start being
too specific in
a weird way. When it comes to
okay, I agree. Yeah.
When it comes to being obsessed with childlike features or being obsessed with the race.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
You could show petite.
Yeah.
That part. The petite thing is
petite. Yeah. Exactly.
No, like petite. Because we've even spoke to a girl that's naturally petite, and she's like, she told us she deals with a lot of pedophile-like motherfuckers because what they will be telling her. And she's like, I think they're sick. They think they're probably turning me on, telling me how they love my body type, but I think they're disgusting because of the way they're speaking to me about it. And yeah, it could, I just don't like
it's just a fine line. Yeah, I just think
there's a fine line, and I think it's a turn off, because a lot of men will either try to put another race down or another body type down or another appearance down in hopes to lift me up, and all you did was gross me the fuck out. Don't want anything to do with you. I don't want to date you. I'm not feeling more beautiful or turned on, and I actually want this conversation to end now, and I hope that we actually never see each other again.
Right. Which brings me to my last green flag. My last green flag is a man of God, right? I want a man of God, but this could be a double-ended sword, because a lot of men use religion as a way to manipulate women, right? They're at church preying on women, like not praying like, having a talk with the Lord, but they are like preying on their next victim, right? On who are they going to charm with the word of God. And it's like they're not even really like that outside of the church or in real life. Like they don't move with good intentions. They just make themselves sound good because they're like, oh, you know, I just did my morning prayer. What that prayer contained, I don't know. But yes, I definitely think like a man of God is a green flag. Absolutely. I wouldn't want to date a man that isn't a man of God. It's just scary territory because we live in a day and age where men are always trying to take advantage of women and use things as props, right? They use a Bible as a prop. They use it as a tattoo on them, and they're like, think that they think they're like, men are obsessed with convincing themselves and other women that they're good people, right? When you are a good person, you don't need to do convincing, right? You just show up as you are, and people can read the fucking room and make their own decision. And if they have good discernment, they're able to read between the lines and really pick out, you know, a good man for themselves. But some men, that's also like, because people say just pick better. Some men are really good at living a double life or portraying themselves as something they're not. Now, I will say a lot of women overlook a billion red flags, right? And then they're confused why they're stuck with this piece of shit and they gave this man a baby and so on and so forth. Most of the times the red flags are right there beaming in your face. They're undeniable. Everyone else can see it, but you chose to look the other way. There is also a big percentage of men that are just really good at pretending. So where are you safe? I can't tell you. I don't know.
I don't know.
Practice discernment to the best of your ability, and you will see, like, God is within everyone, right? That God lives through everyone. So you will see a man for who he is through his actions, not what he's telling you.
Mm-hmm. I'm just also stuck on when you were talking about how they'll have godly tattoos or something religious or scriptures. Those can be some of the worst people alive. And a lot of men will have only God can judge me tatted on them. God is absolutely judging you. Yes. And you are going to hell because you're hoping that you're going to get away with everything because only God can judge you.
Yes.
Well, God is judging you, and that's why you're going to be sent to where you're going to be sent. Mm-hmm. And God can only, God, like, you need to save yourself so that God can help you, but you don't want to do that.
Right.
You don't want to do that. Okay. My last green flag. My last green flag is I love when a man is passionate about certain topics. Because if you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. And a man that has strong morale and strong, I don't want to say opinions, but he has strong beliefs in topics that he's very passionate about. I find that a turn on and a green flag because you have a lot of substance to you and you seem to have your head on your shoulders, and we could probably have a conversation and I won't get completely, utterly bored because you have something other to talk about than sports and my body. So I find that a green flag because, yeah, and it seems, and also when you are passionate about a topic, it shows strength because obviously you're going to be met with opposition, and I would love to have a man that is secure in himself and also can defend what and who he cares about.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I cannot I can't be with a neutral motherfucker. Like, if you're neutral about everything, I'm not interested, because what am I neutral about? Like, nothing. Like, nothing. So, and I also wanted to do one little story time before we end. It's very quick. Speaking about fake religious men. So, my homegirl today, I was talking to her. Long story short story long. She was with this man. They met, and instantly, this is obviously, that's what I'm saying about ignoring the red flags. The red flags are always fucking there. This man is like, oh, I was praying for a woman like you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, these men, they love to hear the sound of their own, like, not even deep, sexy voice. It's just like, you don't even have a nice voice. Please stop sending me voice notes. And voicemails. I actually got a voicemail I have to show you later. So,
oh god. Okay.
Literally, so they go on their first date. He is love bombing the fuck out of her. Like, what's new? These men are so boring. Like, try something like
predictable.
Men are so predictable. Stop love bombing me. Do something that these men don't do. Just show me common decency and respect.
Shut the fuck up. Is to be helpful or useful. Subserve. Make yourself
useful.
Subservient, motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, I cannot stop. So he's love bombing the fuck out of her, and then I think by like the third, fourth time hanging out, I don't know. They only worked together for like 2 months, but she meets his family instantly. Where does she meet him? He brings her to church. Okay, there's obviously a lot wrong, but what's even more wrong is because so whatever, they're together. He even takes her to Mexico to meet his grandma. Like, oh, you're going out the country to go meet his family. You're in his family. You're in his church now. You're in everything. Then what does he do? Finds an excuse to start acting weird towards her, and then says, I don't think this is working. After talking about marriage, kids, bringing her into the church, meeting the whole fucking family tree. We're talking about grandma, great grandma, like everybody. And mind you, this is an amazing woman. So I will say, yes, as everything moved way too quick, and that's the red flag within itself, I could understand when someone is being brought around into a church, grandma's house, like, you're meeting like family, you're going to quinceañeras, you're in there like swimwear, right? Of course you're going to think, oh, this is my forever person. Some people really do hit it off right away, right? It's very rare, but there are people that meet and they just instantly, like, they're inseparable. I know. I have a homegirl that actually, like, got with her man the first, not saying that this is this situation, but I had a different homegirl. She met a man at a party. They hooked up the first night. They are married now. They've been together for like 10 years. And that is such a rare occurrence, but it does happen. So I was telling her, I could see why you thought you're going to be, I would think that too. And like, I would consider myself to be pretty like resistant to bullshit and whatever. So fast forward a few months later, what does he do? Proposes to his ex-girlfriend, not my homegirl, but his ex-girlfriend. This was the girlfriend before my homegirl, and then now he's back with her. Proposed to her. The theory is that she's probably pregnant, because if you're religious, or like, I'm gonna say fake religious, because you're not moving like a godly man. Because this is what I think is funny about people that are super religious. They pick and choose what to be religious about. They pick and choose what sins are okay to commit. Oh, you're a godly man, but you want to sleep with me right away? Without a ring on my finger? That's interesting. I don't think that's what God would want, right? No. I don't think God would want me laying down with you doing wifely duties without me being your wife. So I don't think you're that religious. I don't think that tattoo of that Bible verse means that much. I think you like it for the aesthetic, right? I think you think you look cool. I don't think anyone else agrees, but I think that's what you think, So that's what I think is interesting about godly man. I want a godly man, but I want a real, authentic, godly man that does right and, walks with A godly man to me is a disciplined man, right? A godly man to me is a trustworthy man. A godly man has dignity. He has respect for himself and others, right? A lot of you guys are godly when you want to be godly. Okay?
And barely
that. And it's hardly ever. And it's really God's just looking down, just wow. So he proposes to this girl that was his ex-girlfriend that he basically made up a fake excuse not to be with my homegirl about, gets engaged. Mind you, they're all the family is there. His mom, this is too, I be really like weird. Like, I think a lot of moms are weird. Moms, especially moms of like when a woman has a son and she's always trying to be like, my son is such a good man. My son is such a good man. Why are you trying to sell me this story that your son is a good man? I will decide if your son is a good man after I'm done dealing with him, right?
It's giving pimpery and deceiving.
It's giving, why are you trying, like, who are you trying to convince? Me or yourself?
Right?
Both. Your son is probably a piece of shit and you have a lot to do with it, right? So,
yeah. That part.
So yeah, that's why these godly men, these people belong to a church, and this mom of the son was very much, oh, mija, like his ex was so toxic, and we're so grateful to have you. Oh, but you standing this close to the girl, smiling. Look at the family photo. You guys helped plan this proposal. Yeah, you're a fake ass bitch. So
yeah, it's so crazy too, because
I'm a fake ass bitch. Can't trust nobody's
thinking
mom.
About men trying to be fake godly, literally the last person that I really liked, which, thank the Lord in heavens, it's coming up on almost a year at this point, when it started. There was red flags right away, and one of them was he was trying to go to church with me almost immediately. He wanted to take us on ice skating date with her, and then he also wanted to go to church in the same day. And I brought it up to her. I was kind of like a little bit high on a cloud. I was kind of, not seeing the red flag for what it was, but I will admit now, that was a huge red flag. What do you mean you're trying to be seen out with me in a church community as a booed up couple when we don't even know each other? And you want me to be around your family, you want to be around my family. This person ends up being a severe sex addict and a very bisexual one at that, and just lied about his age, lied about
everything,
any and everything
you can think of.
Everything was a lie.
Nothing was real.
This man, I would say this is another reason too that I won't be dating men that take too long to take me on a date, because I feel like he waited a week or whatever it was to start talking to me, because he was observing my social media and picking up on clues on what he thinks I would like in a man, and then tried to then portray that, because he did lie about a lot, and he did try to make himself seem like a completely different person than what he truly was. And when all is said and done, yeah, I might be mad at you, but I will never speak to you again, because I don't even fucking know you. And I hope you do get to know God, because I know all that fake ass religious shit you got on your body, and I know you going to church is just masking up some shit you got deep down inside of you, because you a real ass demon motherfucker. And you have bad karma. I already know you do, because even when you're dealing with me, some shit was going down in your life, and now I know why.
Yeah. And if you are actually like a man that's like a good man, like going back to green flag, and you're actually a man of God, and you have cool religious tattoos, we're not talking to you.
No,
we're not talking to you. But you already know that. We don't have to clarify that.
Yeah.
If I'm not hating on like you actually like live like as a decent, good human with morals and dignity and respect.
Right.
We love your tattoos, kings. There's no shade, no tea towards you.
Right. Okay? I love a tatted man.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's how I got a little clouded, because he was really tatted.
She was.
I was.
She was.
Okay.
It's okay. She just really liked him.
I just really liked him, but I could tell even in that high elated state of mind, I did feel like, that's a little strange.
Well, she told it to me. I was driving, so she's like telling me, and I have come a long way of how I approach these dating situations. Because before I used to be like, what the fuck? Like, fuck no. And so she was telling me, I'm like, yeah, like, and I was like, I don't know. Like, I was like, I don't really roller skate. Like, roller skating is something I would only do with like the girl.
Ice skate.
Or so ice skate. I'm like, I'm not really. And then I was like, oh, church. Like, I just kept it short and cute, but she could tell my energy is like, I'm not trying to do any of that. Like, because me, it's like they've already hung out. Like, the only reason we would go on a double date is if one, I was interested in one of his friends and it was like a situation like that. Or a lot of times that I've dated, it's been like, oh, can you come with me? Because I'm not there. Like that, but they've already spent time together. So I'm like, why are you guys trying to have it? Just, I don't want a third wheel with you guys, like, not to be like that, but and I just don't like to even be seen out with, like, that is something I also take into account if I'm dating or just like going out. There's only certain men I'll be seen out in public with, you being one of them. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just not gonna just be around a man. Like, I try to keep my distance.
Yeah, another red flag is when they're trying to move too fast to secure a spot in your life, because if they go to church with you right away, you meet the family right away, you guys have sex right away, you guys move so fast right away, his spot is secured in your life now because you're already attached. You've already fantasized about your future together and you're already locked in a little bit more. So they're able to deceive you and they're able to have their cake and eat it too, because you've already ate up the dream that he portrayed. You're living it now, and it was all fake, honey. It's smoke and mirrors. That's just gonna wash away and you're gonna be left like, what the fuck was that? Yeah. So that's kind of what happened to me.
Yeah, because I will say a huge green flag for a man to not try to sleep with you right away. A man that's actually trying to get to know you and sees you as a person and not just what you could do for him sexually. That is such a green flag in a man, because it's really hard to come across, which is sad to say, but so many men want to make a comment about your body or make a comment of like something sexual or make a pass by touching you instantly. And it's like, do you even know my fucking favorite color, bitch? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why would you think, just because you do that with other women, why are you think you could do that with me? Has no one put their foot down before me? Like, no, that means you try to be with women that you think are weak-minded. And that means you're a weak-minded man if that's what you're attracted to. Like, but you got the wrong motherfucking one. Wrong idea and wrong bitch, because you shouldn't be trying that at home with anybody. That's a wrong idea. And it's definitely the wrong bitch.
Yeah, that is rare, but what is not rare is hearing a man, which he was one of them. Oh, I'm not trying to get with you too fast. I'm not on that type of time. I don't even want to have sex with you for real.
Any man that says that is like literally the biggest pathological liar in the world. If you have to tell me you don't want to have sex with me, that is so weird. And like, I don't know what type of reverse psychology you're trying to do, but you fucking suck at it. And I'm not falling for that. What do you mean you don't want to sleep with me? Of course you want to sleep with me. That's why you're talking to me. You're a man in my face. You want to see how I can please you sexually. I'm not fucking stupid. Now, will you ever get to that point? No, never. And now you are even way further from the never than you actually were by telling me you don't want to sleep with me, because why are you taking this time to lie to me?
Yeah.
No one asked you to lie. No one even asked you to speak. Speak when spoken to.
I wasn't offended then, but I would get offended now.
Well, you have to learn, and she learned now.
So, that was a lesson. I haven't even been able to really like anyone since then.
So nice. I love not being able to like anyone.
Yeah, like at first I wanted to fill voids, but I didn't really. And then now I'm finally at a peaceful spot.
You're over that hump.
I'm over the hump finally. I don't really want to hear about it anymore because it ended up becoming so explosive. I'm very private about my love life, but it became so explosive that I kept hearing about him from other people that I didn't even know knew my business. Just like, I just don't even want to know anymore.
That's just what happens when you fuck with somebody that fucks with everybody. Yeah, like, it's hard to
don't, like, you're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. I don't even want to see you again. I don't even want to hear about what else you've done. I think I've actually found out too much.
You did.
More than I wanted to know. I didn't want to know all this. Like, I could have known enough and not fuck with you again, but I know like way too much where I just hope I never run into you again because I'm so appalled, bro. Not only are you not who I thought you were, you're just actually disgusting, grimy slug.
Yeah, I agree.
And you might not look like one, but that's what your fucking
it'll catch
aura. That's what your aura is. Yes, it will catch up to you because I've seen fine men become very unfine very fast because of the way they live their life.
Exactly.
So,
and with that being said, we're gonna get high and we're gonna eat
American food,
barbecue food, but vegan barbecue.
What's barbecue though?
The whole thing is barbecue food.
Oh, I think of barbecue sauce. We don't have no barbecue sauce.
No. Barbecue food. Like and agree in the fucking comment section. Potato salad, barbecue food. Macaroni salad, barbecue food. Mac and cheese, barbecue food. Baked beans, barbecue I made the mac food. And cheese. We had egg
burgers.
salad.
We had lettuce wrap burgers.
Barbecue food. Salad. Sausages, barbecue food. The whole thing is barbecue food.
Just without the barbecue
it's
sauce.
All vegan. No, because you don't need barbecue sauce for it to be barbecue food.
Okay, well, know that. Where's the fucking cornbread then? Where's the cornbread then?
Well, you didn't make any.
Oh, it's up to me. Okay, I'm like fucking with the pasta salad, but I think it will take me more time to like potato salad because I love potatoes hot. Even eating them cold makes me feel weird, and then you put salad dressing on it. It's not bad. It's just not what
Maybe if I make it, then she'll like it more. Because I didn't make that dish, but I did make that. She was telling me, I don't like macaroni salad.
Hopefully who made it doesn't watch this, so I don't want to.
She's watching right now. Say hello.
The other things you made were really good. Sorry.
No,
it's my taste palette. I like hot potatoes.
No, I liked it. So it really is her taste palette. But I'm convinced I can make you like it. Because before we had the barbecue, the vegan barbecue, she said, I don't like macaroni salad. And I said, okay, bet I'm making macaroni salad. And then she was like, yum, 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 yum. So. Don't worry, booger.
She always likes to prove me wrong.
Yeah. I'm like, I have a point to prove.
I hate mango sticky rice. I hate fettuccine alfredo. I hate.
No, she's trying to like rage bait me into baking it for her or like getting it for her. That's her favorite food.
I hate cauliflower wings. I hate Thai.
Okay, well, you're gonna have barbecue food right now, so you can rage bait me later. Next week, you're gonna eat everything you want to eat. So,
I'm so excited.
Bye. You're welcome for giving you all the compliments, men.
Yes, you're welcome, and don't expect us to do it again.
Hurry, my armpits stink. I can't put deodorant on right now for 24 hours.
Wow.
Bye.